Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, everyone. Forgot my... Why are my notifications on? What? I did not turn on my notifications. I don't know why that was on. It was just Twitch being like, hey, you're streaming. Hope you know. All right. I have not touched Destiny since last week. So I have nothing to report game-wise. It just feels so cluttered here. Like having the star chart there, having war table there, we spawn in here. Like we know next season this area will get utilized, but it doesn't seem right.
Guardian, as you prepare for your next voyage, know that I will continue to assist in the conflict against Aramis.
Oh, good.
I had words with Mizraxkel concerning his recent behavior. He explained he wished to shelter me from the violence displayed by Aramiskel's crews. I said one does not protect by forbidding exposure. There is no safety in ignorance.
It looks like she won the argument.
I told him plainly that I will not be sheltered. As the Guardian Credo states, devotion inspires bravery, bravery inspires sacrifice. The unspoken line that follows is why I will remain on the radio. Now, we must continue to pursue the relics Aramis seeks. Board your ship and let us begin.
She does seem a little distraught, though. Ido briefs you on the current situation of Aramis. Her loyal crews chased another powerful relic. Ido tells you that she spoke with her father and explained why she disagreed with his attempt to shelter her from the violence of Aramis's crew. One does not protect by forbidding exposure, she told him. Ignorance is not safety. Though Mithrax did not completely agree, he and Ido appear to have reached an understanding. Ido will continue to provide mission support over your comms. Now, Ido says, we must continue to pursue the relics Aramis seeks. Board your ship. Let's begin. Hey, Black Knight, what's up? I would say it's been a while, but weren't you here like a week or two ago? I guess technically that has been a long time, but I just don't stream as much anymore. So in my eyes, it hasn't been that long. Yeah, we're going to do some catch crash just because our map fragments are getting a little low. Yeah, we haven't done it in a few weeks. It'll be good. We do want to kind of switch up our loadout, though. Just because I want to keep working on that level up. This one will be good for our seal. And yeah, okay. So yeah, we're both right, Black Knight. All right. Well, we'll definitely claim that. What goodies do we have in the store? Come on, Bungie. Load. I know you're trying to load an activity. There we go. So ship, sour taste. Okay. Ooh. Oh, they're finally starting to put these sets on sale. Okay, that makes sense. Still one of the coolest entrances they've ever made for an activity. Too bad the Cabal drop pod here is a little glitchy. Such a cool entrance. I love it. Come on, Bungie. There we go.
This is one of Greenland's crew's Aramis hive. I've worked with them in the past.
How fortuitous. Could you broker a ceasefire?
Certainly not. I would never be so unprofessional.
Alright, let's line up these turrets. You want to kill that last dude? Forgot how fun this was. Oh, frick. I'm gonna have to do the master version of this with my clan sometime. Let's go plunder their booty.
Once you're inside, head to the captain's quarters. In my experience, they keep the choice cuts for themselves.
I mean, it makes
It is
sense.
no surprise your crew was so eager to work for the Guardian.
It's true. We are benevolent captains. Ugh. Ether storage. Okay. This one's fun. I missed that for a second. I'm gonna be a little embarrassed. I'm using servant leader. What crap? we all done?
These pirates were wise not to store all their treasure on this ship. They're more clever than I expected.
We're going to be hearing a lot of dialogue I haven't heard before because I just don't play this activity. Oh man. Got like a piercing headache all of a sudden. I think a part of that has to do with my eye doctor appointment yesterday. So I haven't gone to the eye doctors in probably 4 years. In my entire life I've been going to this one eye doctor who's kind of older. A lot of his instruments and tools were used back in, like, you know, the 80s and whatnot. So a lot of the new high-tech eye doctor equipment that you usually see, I had never seen before. So that was pretty cool to experience, but there was just so many lights and just things that my eyes just went through that they've never done before in all these tests. So I can feel it. My eyes still are a little sore from that from yesterday. And I think that's contributing to my headache. Playing video games isn't helping at all. I think the coolest machines were like the ones that scan like the back of your retina. Those hurt. Gosh, there's so many lights.
You're almost home free, hero. Just the small matter of a large army on deck.
This crew is caught between your light and Aramis's wrath. They will not relent.
Is this the servitor? Not servitor, sorry, the shank. Yeah. Let's go! Can't summon the crewmate. Just rush him. Loyal to I-1. There we go. Boom, get wrecked. Such an easy boss. Compared to the other ones, at least.
Ido, have you seen anything in your research that could help with Osiris's condition?
I'm afraid not. The Techians do not share their knowledge of hive magic freely.
I see Osiris toss and turn, like he's banging on a door, trying to break through. And I could bring him back if I just had the key.
Oh, had I not... Oh, I guess we've done that 5 times. I was like, I could have sworn I've... Oh, dang. Nice. Alright. So we got a couple more map fragments. I think we're okay in that department. I'll grab that. Oh, it only requires 5. Never mind. I thought it required a lot more than that. Hey, Mr. Sands. I admit it would get old very quickly. Oh boy. So we'll do this activity and then we'll do their weekly Lost Sector run and then see what the story brings us.
The crew who hid their loot
Oh,
here
shoot, we haven't done
probably
this.
figured the Vex would scare away any treasure hunters.
With a light bearer beside us, we have nothing to fear. Savathun made that a less distinguished title than it used to be.
Woo! Yeah, I haven't done this activity on Nessus, so we'll see what happens. I assume it's going to be fairly similar to what we've already had. I have a... Okay, I'm going to reload mod. Oh, where is it? There you are. That's a lot better. Alright. There we go.
The pirates have dispatched a jammer to interrupt our drill. Best eliminate it, Guardian.
Beating me up. Oh, that was very anticlimactic. I was expecting to get, like, blinded.
That fella's making off with our loot. Get him!
there's the ruffian.
Our cargo
So,
hold's looking
you have to
pretty
kill like a
bare,
ton of
hero.
those guys, but they
Let's
don't
get
always
that
spawn.
treasure haul rolling.
I'm kind of scared to see how we're going to get the title with that requirement. Run away! Oh, that's friendly. Dang it. Alright, there's the jammer.
Our efforts are being halted by remote jammers. How ingenious.
Hold up. There we go.
I sense an opportunity. Secure that cabal.
Where is he? Go kill him! No! You idiots! Same, they despawn when you do that, so... And you have to kill like 200 of those. Where's the servitor? Where's the crewmate I can summon? Come on, Spike's gotta be around here somewhere. Dang it, I don't have it. Who's the boss? Oh, there's the boss. I completely whiffed that. Oh well. Ah, noobs. My teammates got crushed. Alright, where's my loot?
We got what we came for. Let's get off this cubic hellhole.
So soon.
Eliksni, the
I
beast
was hoping
tamer.
to tour the
Okay.
Exodus Black. A vintage AI like Failsafe must be a treasure trove of Golden Age information.
I guess, but talking to Failsafe is like teaching a thrall to play harmonica. More trouble than it's worth.
What an analogy. All right, complete the beast tamer. Should we just keep going in, swords blazing? Yeah, why not? It's beast tamer, right?
Hey, hero. Spider said he needed my help again.
With
I
what?
said no such thing. The Guardian has proven quite efficient at removing these thorns from our sides.
Well, this thorn's got teeth. Lots of them. Big and pointy.
An Eliksni obsessed with those disgusting Cabal
Oh.
war beasts goes by the name Eliksni.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, war beasts ain't so bad if you remember to feed them.
Oh, I've seen what they eat. Too much trouble for the cost.
I wasn't expecting Fallen to have.
Something's wrong. Whoever came through here cleaned this place out.
Oh, interesting.
Another gang. Scavs bold enough to assault a hideout for its treasures.
Hey, Alejandro. What's my loadout?
This outfit is organized,
Other horde,
efficient,
Callus.
and almost
I'm
as
leveling up
deadly as
my
the
other
Guardian.
half.
I
Well, these
wonder
are
if our
just the
pirate
mods I have
lord
on
is
at the
still
moment.
with us.
It's kind of iffy. I haven't really put together a proper loadout for this. So this is the lost sector on whichever you call it. Tangled Shore with the hive. Oop. Well, this part is new. I will say that. It works for you, then rock. Exactly. It's working. I'm playing literally just story stuff, so I'm not worried about loadouts. Once we get into raids, I'm
So
a little more picky.
survived for a little while longer.
This is way too easy. The puppy just whined when I killed it. That's actually really sad. Come here. Howdy. I would just run if I were any of these drugs. Silly gooses. Alright, what is the artifact this time? Okay, it's just this orb thing. Careful, the word easy is a trigger in the community. It's true.
Whoever tried to take that pirate lord down first, they didn't get the relic. But these interlopers managed to take out half his crew.
Did they want the relic? Or just a little bloodshed? Whoever they are, they've made powerful enemies.
Yeah, us too.
That's intriguing. I wonder who these interlopers are. That whole divinity debate, like, I understand where they're coming from. I feel like if you get rid of the damage modifier divinity gives you, that's fine. And it just gives you, like, the normal crit modifier. Then I feel like that should be balanced in and of itself. Like, divinity's in the game. It's here to stay. I enjoy it. It's nice. If Bungie never touches it, I'm not going to complain. If they do touch it, okay. They'll suck, but whatever. Oh. Gotta go to the Eliksni corner. I'll have to read that later. Oh, straight to the holo project. Drifter? Oh, Mithrax.
I have just spoken with Drifter. He says another force assaulted Aramis's pirates. If you and Aramis are not the only ones searching for the relics, I fear this is beyond my control.
You don't control me.
I believed we could collect the relics and contain that power. Keep them safe. Guardian, there are details I have kept from you. From everyone.
Finally gonna tell us?
I must ask for the gift of your patience. I will find an answer. I will.
Gosh, I don't want to wait another week.
Trust me for a moment longer. I beg you.
Ah, phooey. Can't wait another 7 more days to hear this. There's desperation in Mithrax's voice as he processes what you have learned. You and Aramis are not the only ones looking for the relics. I believed we could collect the relics and contain their power, he says. He seems conflicted. You are not used to seeing him this way. Mithrax pauses for a moment before he speaks again. Guardian, there are details I have kept from you, he says, from everyone. His discomfort is apparent. I must ask for the gift of your patience, he implores. Trust me for a moment longer, I beg you. Alright, Spider, are you just going to give me a faulty Ingram again, or are we actually going to have some more lore story time?
Shall we make a deal?
Oh my gosh. Spider gestures to the familiar set of Ingrams. Back again? That's the Spirit Guardian, he says. Let's see what fate has in store for you today. Now pick an Ingram and reveal your prize. Oh, dang. Okay. Spider stares at the weapon you won with confusion. How in all the... As if noticing you for the first time, he looks up and smiles broadly. How could anyone be so lucky? Said syrupy voice. What a surprise. Now take your winnings and go, he says bluntly. I'll contact you later for more games. He mumbles softly to himself as you back away. Ido's excited voice comes through your radio. I employed my signal suppressor when you entered the ether tank, she says. Did anything happen or not happen? You mentioned how you just won a powerful weapon from Spider in a game of chance. I'm sure that's just a coincidence, she says, but her voice belies her uncertainty. That's funny. Thanks, Ido.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Is it though? You just gave me a pretty sick... Oh, that's a submachine gun. I thought it was a sidearm. Oops. That was... No, I can...
Any news from my salvage team? I want that loot.
I get both sides of the argument, but like it's all part of the game, so Exactly, right? I could give two poops about the divinity argument. I just wanted to turn into a meme and us move on with it. Alright, let's see what news we will hear.
Mithrax, my friend. I hear you clash swords with pirates now. And fight alongside strange crew.
The saint has heard correctly. I wish it had not come to this. I do not enjoy it. To see Eliksni fight and die for scraps of power. These bring to mind old memories. A past I wish to forget. It is a shameful one.
I am not one to speak of shame. I carry my own. That you forgave me for what I did to your people speaks to your strength. I can only do the same for you.
Your grace is appreciated. How slight and its kell.
I wonder if like all of this happened during the whirlwind.
But how is Osiris?
He sleeps. I wait for him.
He will wake. I know stories of the Phoenix. Osiris will rise from this as well.
But he doesn't have the
Your word
light.
means much to me, my friend.
Gosh, could you imagine if Osiris like somehow gets his light again and just freaking... Is that it? Why is this... Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, it's still going. Alright, lore book time. There should be 2 pages? What? Oh my gosh, you can read the previews. Oh, let's not do that. That's a... Ugh. So above all else, I believe this has to deal with like the perspective of the dudes that we're killing in those pirate hideouts. Do you think they will bring back self-res with Osiris in the next expansion? I can't see Bungie bringing back self-res. It's just such a broken mechanic. I would love for it to come back. Don't get me wrong. But it is so broken. At the very least, I feel like they might have Osiris implement self-res, but I don't think us as players will get access to it. Or maybe we'll get it in like a much more balanced way. It'd be really cool though. But from a gameplay perspective, I just can't see it coming back. It would break so many mechanics. I mean, Well of Radiance and what's its face? The Titan Shield already breaks a couple of like raid mechanics and whatnot. Alright, let's read this. The Whispering Dark. We had sailed the long drift for centuries, but I had yet to come to terms with our new reality. My son had only borne witness to a fraction of it. He was still young, still struggling to understand his place in the world. The 2 children from the House of Dancers, Rakis and Civix, were slightly older and had become his reluctant friends. They protected him from the adolescents who would steal his ether when I wasn't looking. It was not a family to me, not truly. I had yet to understand that catch is kin. Once we found the Great Machine, we learned that it had uplifted a whole new species, granted them power beyond anything it had ever bestowed to us. That betrayal drove some in our house to despair. others to death, and many to violence. Adapting to this betrayal was to be our next challenge. I listened to the poison-minded advice of soft-shelled cowards and tried to speak with the Great Machine's new chosen, our usurpers. They repaid the Machine's kindness with violence, killed 3 of my closest friends. I later discovered that they shucked their carapaces and wore their chitin as armor. We learned all we could about these usurpers, like how their limbs were supple, could be pulled from their bodies far easier than our own kind. I came to love the sound of their screams. If violence was the only language they spoke, so be it. Time had made me fluent. Some of my house refused to abandon the old ways. The fools draped themselves in the naive raiment of splicers, praying to a god that doomed us all. They could contemplate their failure with what was left of their lives in the cold dark. I had no time for them, save for goading them into raids. If we wanted to retake the Great Machine, we would not do it by prostrating ourselves like weeping children. We would take it by force. We killed the Machine's chosen, taking what we could, rooting through the rotten innards of their dying world. We took refuge in the shadows of their dusty moon, where the usurpers' ruins stuck out like bones from the dust. It was empty. It was silent. But there was value to be had in picking those old bones clean. On one such expedition, I had strapped my son to me and set out to pick over a bounty of bones. It was not the spools of spinkable, the plates of hard sheet, or the fragments of clear cut that proved most valuable. It was what we found buried beneath the bones, what was buried deep. We traversed that day into dark tunnels where something hideous festered within the moon's surface. Horrific creatures that stank of wet soil, shrieked like dying animals, and tore at flesh. They possessed a ferocity we had never seen before, and my raiding party was being whittled down one by one. But when it seemed like these creatures were to finish the rest of us off, they relented. They appeared to hear something that terrified them, something that left us to wonder. What are monsters afraid of? The creatures scurried back into their warrens and vanished into the subterranean temple they spilled out of. And for a moment I thought I heard something too. Something soft. A whisper. As forceful as a scream. That was when we saw it, situated in a rift beyond the temple. The true treasure of this dusty tomb. A pyramid of jet black opening its doors for us. Oof. So these Eliksni found the pyramid, and the pyramid opens its doors to it. I'm excited to see what that entails. Also, was I supposed to get... I was supposed to... Where's my... What'd you call it? I thought I was supposed to get another lore book. I guess not. Anyways. The transfer came in. Imposter! That's actually pretty funny, 02. I'm so glad I never watched the anime, because it doesn't feel weird for me to call you that. I've seen pictures of who 02 is in your anime, and I'm like, kind of weird to be calling this guy. But you should make friends with them. I think you two would get along.
Any news from my salvage team? I want that loot.
Well, I think that's it. Let's... Oh, wait, no. I remember. I gotta put the relic on the stand and then I get the lore thingy. I remember now. I was like, how do I get this next lore page? Also, how do we get these? Do I have to kill Vex, place a relic?
I thought I understood the trials.
Alright, let's place it.
Guardian, we intercepted another of Aramis Kell's transmissions. This time to the pirate lord Eliksni.
Okay.
It is finally time for the Eliksni to take their rightful place in the Sol system. We've struggled for too long under the brute heels of others. Hive and Cabal rain artillery down upon us. The Vex steal every last scrap for themselves. And the light
I mean,
bearers
Vex
are
just
just
kind of
for
take everything, but
sport.
yeah.
But no longer. This system will soon enter a new age. One of Eliksni prosperity. Be sure you're on the right side of it, Eliksni.
I wonder what the witness promised Aramis Kell in exchange for the relics. Clearly it was a persuasive offer.
Mm-hmm. Let's read this. Yeah, here we go. Chapter 4. The Law of the Land. An ether fizz. Spider called to the dreg behind the bar. For our fearless Kell. Spider sat on his makeshift throne at the back of the ether tank, surveying his tiny fiefdom. He beckoned Mithrax to approach. To what do we owe the honor of your presence, Mithrax Kell? Spider asked loudly, overpronouncing the human version of his name. Surely you have more important people to see than a humble entrepreneur like myself. Those at the top of the tower, for instance. Mithrax noted a few sharp scoffs against the crowd at Spider's mention of the tower. I wish to make clear the rules of the Eliksni Quarter, Mithrax said, so that there are no misunderstandings. Of course, Spider proclaimed with fox difference. Misunderstandings are how people get left behind. We wouldn't want that. Mithrax huffed at Spider's indelicate allusions. His retort was interrupted by a polite chitter at his side. He looked down to see the dreg from behind the bar proffer a small ether canister. Mithrax attached the ether canister to his rebreather and took a sharp pull. He was pleasantly surprised by the sensation. It was at once filling and effervescent. The House of Light had been living on the most basic ether for so long that he forgot how delightful such concoctions were. Spider noticed the Kell's appreciation and scoffed. So, the rules? He prompted. Yes, Mithrax rumbled. We are not yet welcome by all in the last city, so we must avoid angering our human neighbors. Agreed, Spider nodded. The humans can be peevish, especially when you kill dozens of them at a time. Mithrax ignored the jab and pressed on. That is why there must be no violence inside the city walls. Ever. This is the Eliksni Corner, is it not? Spider bristled. The Eliksni should be free to mete out justice as needed in our own way. I did not say there must be no violence, Mithrax muttered in sotto voce. Only that it must not happen inside the walls. Spider nodded at the concession. Very crafty. Agreed. Is that all? No, that is not all. From today forward, there will be no more docking in your organization. He nodded towards the dreg behind the bar, whose lower arm stumps were covered with studded leather caps. What? Spider exclaimed. It's preposterous. Eliksni have been docking dregs since the whirlwind. It's tradition. The crowd murmured restlessly at the prospect of confrontation. Not in my house, Mithrax boomed. The room went silent. Mithrax turned to address the crowd. I am Kell, and I decree that no Eliksni in the House of Light shall be docked. He turned back to Spider and lowered his voice. Unless you wish to be the exception to the rule. Spider chuckled. There's the Mithrax I knew, he said slyly. As long as you're still willing to draw blades when the time comes, we'll be just fine. I'm really intrigued to learn more about Mithrax. I don't know if Mithrax is the same person from here. Is it Enex? Ethrix? Mithrax, right? It's pretty close. So I wonder, like, if this is Mithrax's journey through all of this. But who knows? But that's it for this week. I have no intention to play any further for the stream. I just kind of like doing these, what do you call it, story things and hopping off. Yeah, we'll do some balloons tomorrow. It'll probably be later in the day. Hopefully catching most of you guys out of school. So just keep an eye on Discord for those notifications. But thanks for joining. Zero, Black Knight. Was it Alejandro? Yep. And anyone else who watched? Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.